Hello, my people. This is what we are saying. Politics in the north is quite different from that of the south. Confusion here and there. A suspect has been appointed as a special advisor to the governor of Zamfara State. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has categorically denied claims that he appointed Bashir Hadeja, a suspect, terrorist and gun runner, as a special advisor in his administration. Hadeja was arrested last week on allegation of treason and subversion against the state. The controversy arose when a letter dated October 27, 2023, and allegedly signed by the secretary to the Zamfara state government, Mal Abubakar M. Nakwada, circulated online, suggesting that Hadeja had received an official appointment. However, Governor Lawal refuted the legitimacy of the letter during an interview on Channels Television Politics Today, calling it a forgery. I did not appoint Hadeja as a special advisor, Lawal stated firmly. He further questioned the authenticity of the letter, noting discrepancies in the heading and the date. Whenever I appoint advisor, I usually inform the media. I challenge anybody to show me where he made that kind of a statement, he added. In addition to addressing the appointment issue, the governor discussed the state's security situation, noting significantly improvements that have allowed farmers to return to their fields. He emphasized the government's collaborative efforts with the National Security Advisor and the Ministry of Defense to tackle the long-standing insecurity challenges in the region. The issue of insecurity is something that we inherited for over a decade, and it is not something that we are going to solve overnight, Lawal explained. He highlighted the establishment of the community protection guys as part of their strategy to enhance security, stating that the measures taken have resulted in a noted decrease in violence and increased agricultural activities. The Northerners should know and note that all that glitters is not gold. So Bashir became a household name in the following time by the police operatives force from the Force Intelligence Department, Intelligence Response Team, supported by operatives from the Force Intelligence Special Tactical Squad. A search warrant issued by the Nigerian Police Force, FCT Police Command, dated August 12, 2024, showed that the suspect was accused of a treason and subversion against the state. He was also said to be behind the recent protests that rocked the country. Information has since revealed that Hadeja was an aide to a former governor, and pictures emerged showing him posing with prominent Nigerians, including former President Muhammad Buhari, President Bola Tinubu, and his chief of staff, Femi Gbajabiamila. Daily Trust followed his story and found more about his background and many business and political connections. His full name is Bashir Mohammed Umar, Mai Shaddai Hadeja. His father was a former director with a Nakako Wire and Cable Company in Kaduna State. Hadeja was born and brought up on Ohinoyi Road, Uguwa Rimi Jari, Kaduna. But his personal house is located on Karino Road in the Usman Nguwa Rimi Jari. He is approximately 47 years old. Both his mother and father are from Hadeja, Jigawa State. His father, Umaru Hadeja, as he was fondly called at Uguwa Rimi, was a close friend to a former governor of Jigawa State, Alhaji Sule Lamido, and is a stakeholder of the PDP from Dankoli ward in Hadeja local government area. Although Bashir bears Hadeja as his surname, some residents of Hadeja claim that Bashir had never been to Hadeja. A resident of Hadeja, Aminuddin Musa Hadeja, said, though Bashir is bearing Hadeja, he has ever visited Hadeja in his life. He was born and brought up in Kaduna, and he spent part of his life in Kaduna, Kano, and Abuja, but not Hadeja. Aminuddin said Bashir is a kind of person who believes in hustling. He is highly connected with so many big men since he was in his 30s, and presently there is no big wig in Abuja or any other state that Bashir cannot connect you with. He has strong connection with so many top politicians and businessmen in Abuja and other big cities across the 36 states. This may not be unconnected with the nature of his business. Bashir has been into the business of solid minerals for several years. I believe it is the nature of his business that gives him the opportunity to connect with so many big wigs in the country. Hadeja's connection with high-ranking politicians and public office holders can be attested to from the several photographs he has taken with them, including former President Buhari, President Tinubu, Gbajabiamila, National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, and the two ministers of defense, Badaru Abubakar and Mohammed Bello Matawali. A Zamfara-based politician, Mohammed Ali Musa Gusau, who is familiar with Hadeja, said Bashir Hadeja was among the inner cabal members of former governor of Zamfara State, Mohammed Bello Matawali, recalling that though he held no position under Matawali, but he was called Kafi Gwamna because of his influence. His closeness to Matawali was beyond imagination. Hadeja was among the few people that had fostered access to Matawali when he was governor. He could at any time connect you with him, with or without appointment. But to be honest to both of them, we had the conviction that their relations was purely for business purposes. The two are into the gold business and they need each other. I don't know what came between them later, but as far as I know, they are trading in gold. I do not know when they fell apart and what led to their falling apart. Comrade Bala Abdullahi, a renowned activist in Jigawa, raised some doubt on the allegations leveled against Hadeja. He said, I am not saying Hadeja is innocent, for the crimes he is accusing of. But there are lots of questions that need answer before concluding that the man really committed to crimes. I said so because the video clip that features Adija displaying gold was recorded almost 2 years ago, and the gold contained therein was fake. Why is it because being displayed now? How did Adija escape security checks at both Libyan and Nigerian airports? Because I learned he was arrested at his residence in Abuja. Why was he arrested now, even though the video was recorded 2 years ago? He was also accused of gun running. Where are the specimens of the guns recovered from him? He was accused of having a hand in the just concluded hardship protest. Tell me, how can a benefactor of a government plus such a protest against it? To me, there are so many unanswered questions attached to the saga, and unless the federal government investigates this matter thoroughly, the truth of it would not be unraveled. So my advice to the government is to investigate this matter thoroughly, and Adija should be allowed to speak and tell his own version of the story. Otherwise, we will not get to the root of this matter. This is a crucial matter that the government should not joke about. You see, gold mining has a strong link with banditry, and therefore the government should set up a powerful investigative panel to investigate this issue with a view to snatching the truth. I am confident that if this matter is handled by people with track records, he will surely get to the root or banditry and probably find a lasting solution to it, because mining and banditry are going hand in hand. When contacted, an aide to the Minister of State for Defense, Alhaji Suleiman Shaibu Shinkafi, dismissed allegations of a link between Metawale and Adija, but affirmed a temporary business relationship between them. He said Metawale and Adija did business together, but when the former realized that he was being cheated by the former, he cut off the relationship. I never met Adija and I do not know him personally. It was after Metawale cut off the relationship that Adija became an enemy to my principal. In fact, Adija is our political enemy. He used his influence and snatched our victory during the 2023 general election. My principal has a lot of political enemies, and they are the ones plotting all this against him in order to separate him from President Tinubu. Adija has also been photographed with other high-profile individuals, including the president, Gbajamiamila, and Ribadu, but their names are not being mentioned. If Adija is found guilty, he should face the law. We want the government to probe this matter, and we will continue to follow it in its logical conclusion. A spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum, Abdulaziz Suleiman, expressed concern over the arrest of Adija, describing the revelations of Appointing and a threat to Nigeria's stability. He said the alleged activities uncovered, ranging from gun running to treason to across border crimes, posed a significant danger to the nation's sovereignty. he said. We have not discussed the matter at the Northern Elders Forum level, but as a Nigerian with conscience, I can completely say that the revelations surrounding the arrest of Bashar Hadija is appalling, and the nefarious activities reported uncovered by the arrest pose of a severe threat not only to the sovereignty of our great nation, but also to the very fabric of our society. The roots of this menace run deep, and the Nigerian authorities must act decisively. Meanwhile, 1 week after the arrest of Alhaji Bashir Kadeja, the police were yet to make an elaborate comments. Findings by one of our correspondents during the weekend revealed that the alleged gun runner was being detained at the headquarters of the defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad, Abuja. This is what we are saying, my people. All these northerners, if you could find out very well, go deep, all of them that are involved in this banditry, terrorism, my people, what do you suggest? In your comment section, your opinion, comment, and subscribe, share, love, and like. Thanks, and God bless. Amen.